right, it is another edition of the On the Mic podcast, and I told this guy I was excited to watch him fight. He doesn't spend any time in the cage in his last fight, so to make up for it, I think he told Bellator, he's like, "Hey, listen, I had a great interview on the Mic podcast with Mike Pendleton. I got to fight in Chicago for my next fight," and that's what he's doing. Norbert Novenyi Jr., sir, welcome back to the show, and in a couple of weeks, welcome to Chicago.
Yeah, thank you. Are you from Chicago?
I am.
Okay, so have me find out. So what's a rap song, a hip hop song that everyone will know?
Kanye West's Homecoming is probably one of the top. Yeah, yep.
Because I was thinking about something like Love Sosa or like Took Her to the O, something like that.
Yeah, I would say Kanye West's Homecoming is definitely one that would get the crowd going.
Any King Von or Lil Durk or anything like that people like?
So those I don't listen to King Von or any of those guys.
Okay, cool.
So,
okay, just Homecoming. Okay, Homecoming is a good song.
It is a very good song. But yeah, I stopped my music for Chicago kind of stops at Juice WRLD, and I didn't get into the whole, you know, King Von side of things. But no, man, I'm super happy to have you back. And let me just ask you, how excited are you to have such a quick turnaround?
I mean, yeah, I'm so happy. That's my plan for the year. You know, my plan was at the beginning of the year to break someone's face in February, break someone else's face early summer, which is going to be in a couple of weeks, and then break someone else's face at the end of the year. That was my plan the whole time, and now I just cannot wait. You know, this is can't wait.
We talked a lot about the return and how you were feeling and what all the things you went through during your time off. How do you explain it when you go in there and you get such an impressive, beautiful first round finish? Like, can you take it all in yet? Do you feel like, yeah, I'm back, this is what I expected?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't really get high after that. I just knew I was going to do that, you know, and I was back in the gym straight away, you know. But Monday I was back in the gym, and that Tuesday or Wednesday I was back to sparring and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really take time off after. I didn't have that, you know, like against when I fought with Flory, I had this like, oh my God, I had this euphoria, you know, this like it doesn't feel real. This time was like, I was very nervous before that fight as well, and I was very young. I didn't have the same kind of confidence in my skills, and now I was like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna perform. Like I knew what I was gonna do to this guy, and I did it, and it was just another day in the office.
What were you more happy about, your performance in the cage or the post celebration we saw afterwards?
Funny enough, the post celebration, I'm always dancing. Everyone who knows me, I'm always dancing. I'm at events where people are dancing, and people are still talking about it. Like, everyone's asking what I'm going to do this time. So, guess after I finish this guy, I'm gonna have to come up with something else.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try and break some scoop here. Do you have something planned yet, or?
I'm just gonna like that. Luckily I've got a few like moves. I'm thinking that was more like an Afrobeat kind of musical dancing move. Now I'm gonna go down to Amapiano kind of. It's all African music. So I don't know how it fits me, but somehow it does. It's someone from Eastern Europe dancing to African music is a bit weird, but yeah, so I'm gonna go down the Amapiano route this time. I feel we'll see how I feel in a moment.
I can't tell you, and obviously, you know, I spoke very highly to you and of you during our last interview, but you know, in this side of the business, you're not supposed to play favorites or anything, man. When I saw this card, not only is this card amazing, but then I saw your name, and I was like, oh shit, Norbert's gonna be in my backyard. He's back already. You talked about wanting to break 3 faces this year, wanting to get back on track. But, like, now does it feel like you're back to normal now? And you're not like you said, there was a euphoria of returning and going through everything you went through. But now it's like, all right, I got my 2 fights. I know what I have to do here at Bellator 297. And now do you feel like you're back to where your career should be right now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm on my way up 100%. I still got a lot of work to do, without a doubt, you know. But yeah, I'm back to chasing the title. Yeah, that's That's where I'm at right now. Obviously, I just need to improve. I was saying to someone else earlier that when I've got a title, I don't just want to have a title. I don't want to be one of those champs who I become a champion and then I lose it. I want to be one of those guys who just keep it and just keep performing and keep winning and keep that title for as long as I can. And then before I feel like I'm on my way out, I'm going to retire and keep it and keep that title. And that's obviously that's the plan. And in order to be able to do that, I must improve more. And I'm very lucky. I've got a very hard style to fight. I've got an unpredictable striking. I can mix up my wrestling, which is pretty decent level, as I've been doing that since I was a kid. And I've got black belt jiu-jitsu level. So I'm very hard to train for. But I've got to improve even more. And I don't need to rush anything. I feel I just need to keep beating everyone they give me, and then I will get there and I will get title.
So not looking too far ahead, but you would say to finish out this year, you're just laying the foundation for what 2024 will be, is when you aggressively pursue the title.
That's it. That's what I would say. I would say that I get everything in. Then if I get 3 fights, when I finish my third win, when I get the third win, I'm gonna still have one more fight on my contract, and then I'll decide how, if I want to still just improve in that time. I still, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be fighting killers. I know that, but I don't know whether I'm gonna start calling the champ out at that stage, or maybe wait for my other contract, my new contract, and start calling him out at that stage. But we'll fight 2024, 2025. I will fight for the title, and I will get that title without a doubt.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but because the last time we talked for a little while. You could hear it in the tone and everything we discussed, that you were just excited and thrilled to be back in there. It just seems you are so laser sharp focused on continuing to climb towards that title now. Like, everything about going through the injuries, everything about finally being back in competition, like, I don't even get a sense of any of that from you anymore. You're just like, listen, now it's fight after fight after fight until I get that title.
That's literally it. My mindset is don't stop until. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to get an early summer one so I can enjoy my summer. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to train. I'm going to train. I'm going to be at the gym all summer, but I'm not going to have to wait. I can have a couple of barbecues and stuff like that. But without a doubt, this year I just want to get the fights in, and I want to get the wins in, and that's all that matters. Just start getting the experience, because I want to be a world champion sooner than later. So I truly feel that time I really needed a fight mentally. I really needed, and financially as well, but mainly mentally, I really needed that fight. So I'm still doing it for a reason. Do you get what I mean? Rather than just the sport. Do you get what I mean? I'm still chasing that goal that I had when I was a kid, and now I'm back on track. It was, I'm back on it, and I just need to keep fighting and getting experience and beating people up, and I will get there without a doubt. Just need to be consistent. That's all.
Yeah, and it sounds like, your opponent's in a little bit of trouble. For you, given this card, because it is an amazing card, the fact that you're on there and you're going to be a featured guy, that's why we're talking here. It's not like Bellator is not giving you a spotlight. What does that mean?
Am I in the main card? As in, did you mean it like that, or just by feature, or just pre? I think I'm prelim, no?
Yeah, you're prelim, but for me, just having them make you available to the media.
Okay, sorry,
all of that. That there's a lot of value in them towards you, and being featured on this card with so many other big name fighters, that gives you an opportunity to really open the show or steal the show before everyone even gets seated. I will go on record and say, Chicago, if you're not in your seats by the time Norbert fights, I'll fight all of you. But in all seriousness, what does it mean to be on a big card like this?
Yeah, I mean, whether it's a small card or a big card, to me, it doesn't matter. To me, the only thing that matters is whoever they put in front of me, I win. I need to win. I don't care about, obviously I want to fight in front of a big crowd. It just gives me that buzz and all that. But I just need to win every fight. And when I win every fight, those crowds will come. And I'm glad that Bellator is seeing something in me that seen in myself when I was a kid, and I really appreciate it, and they really are looking after me. But I need to perform. I need to give back to them by putting on performances and winning all my fights, you know, and that's it. But as I said, I don't care whether it's whatever it is, whoever is in front of, I just need to win. I don't care about anything else, just winning.
I think one of my favorite things in the 2 times that we've talked is that just from an interview perspective and a writing perspective, I think you're in a beautiful position because I think not only does the promotion have a lot of value, they see a lot of value in you. You see a lot of value in yourself. There's a lot of talent there from you. But some fighters who are young and talented and then go through the rough times, the injuries that you did, they're either stuck trying to make up for lost time or they get left behind because they lost out on so much time. For you, you came back, made a statement, and as you and I just talked about a few minutes ago, now it's just all about laying that foundation. So can you speak on how you've now gone from a guy who doesn't need to make up for lost time and you're still young, but the only thing that matters is your future and having that belt? Because like I said, some people will get caught up in, I've got to make up for this, I've got to make up for that. You got back into it, and now your sights are set on gold.
Yeah, I think a couple of things. I'm very lucky because I'm surrounded by very good people. And they instilled a lot of things in me in my life. Also, my head's a little bit, even though that screw is super loose in my head, but it's screwed on. It's still holding something. So my head's screwed on a little bit. And I understand how the game works and how life works a little bit. Even though I'm very young, I've been, everyone says I've been through a lot of this and that. But no, I've an experience. I have had experiences in my life that helped me become the man I am today. And because of those experiences, I truly believe that I understand a lot of things about life. And I'm just super driven as well. And all these things added together are just, I see a very clear path, and I've had people who walk that path before me, I've seen the money and the fame and all that. And I know I'm in the right group. I'm surrounded by the right people. So all I have to do is just work my ass off and everything else will come. And I feel like a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people, one, have a lot of ego, which I do as well. I just understand everything. Like I don't have I'm not arrogant with it. Like I understand what it takes to get there. And I understand how I can't rush things and I'm not allowed to say things. If I was to start talking if I would slap myself if I started changing shit to Johnny Evelyn right now. Do you get what I mean? I'm not in a position where I can say this stuff. I just came back. Do you get what I mean? Whereas I feel like a lot of people would just straight away calling people out and this and that. I understand where I'm at and I see the path. I know the path and what I have to do in order to get there. I've got great work ethic and I've got a great team surrounding me. I don't think I need anything else. Just follow that path, be consistent and work my ass off. That's all.
And I don't want to keep you too much longer. A couple more questions. You mentioned something huge, and I think I need to ask this because I think you'll answer it correctly. Every fighter has to have an ego, right? Because at the end of the day, you're getting into a cage and fighting another human being for a paycheck. So there has to be an ego, but you mentioned not being arrogant about it and also not being too full of yourself, arrogant towards others or too full of yourself. I think if you say you have one, ego management can go a long way for a fighter's career. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, as I said, everyone's got their ego. There are things that I don't like, and everyone who knows me knows I've got a big mouth. I like to talk about myself, all that kind of stuff. But I'm also not stupid, and I self reflect quite a bit. I understand. I joke, and also, as I said, I've got great people around me who tell me if I'm being an idiot, they will call me out on it straight away. They will. You're an idiot. They will. If I say something stupid, I can be like, no, I do mean it. Let's say, like I say something stupid and like, well, that was stupid. And I might defend it because I just said it, but I know I was wrong. Do you get what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I understand that, and then I know what I need to work on, and I think that's one of my good qualities as well, as in not good qualities, but one of the things I can do quite well, I understand a lot of things from an outside perspective. But ego is super important. Ego is what pushes you. I want to win. I don't want to lose. That's my ego, right? But at the same time, my ego has been broken. I remember when I was younger, I said, oh, when I was 18, I was like, I can beat this guy, that guy, blah, blah. I've been punched up so many times since I was 18, and it hasn't been a long time, to be fair. It hasn't been a long time since I was 18.
Right.
Yeah, it's only been a few years. But I've been punched in that I've been beaten up and stuff like that, and I understand more about myself and the game and everything. And I think that's one thing that people just don't get that beaten. They don't. I don't know. To me, everything's serious. You see people say stupid shit online, and they think, oh, because it's for show or for TV. No, it's serious. People don't understand that. You have to be real with everything that you do. I'm real about myself. I'm real about what I do. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm like that. I understand my ego, and I understand how to get to it, basically.
Well, a couple things, last things here for me. Magic Norby, everyone's got to follow your YouTube channel. We talked about it last time. Now that everything's moving in motion for you, how's the social media side of things now for you?
Yeah, it slowed down a little bit. There was my camera guy, a couple of things happened, like family stuff with him, so he had to slow down a little bit. But we were just talking after this fight, we really want to take it seriously. To be fair, all we need a sponsor or something like that who can just actually finance it a little bit better, because we've got great ideas, but it's all about money and all that kind of stuff. So, but I reckon in a couple of years, in a year or two, it's going to be big. I feel like the videos are pretty good. Everyone's enjoying them, and we're just trying to make it as fun as possible.
Well, I'm subscribed, so everyone's got to subscribe. Let's get you a sponsor. And while you're in Chicago, it'd be dumb of me to not tell you that if you have any questions about the city after your fight, because I know you're focused, if you have any questions about the city after your fight,
I got first, where's the after party? How many girls are going to be there? Those are the two things that I really care about, I'm in a fight camp. I haven't spoken to a female in a long time, so in 8 weeks. So that's after I beat this guy up, I have to go out. So,
well, Batman has his own signal. We'll put the Magic Norby signal out after you do the job that you expect to do at Bellator 297. In all seriousness, if you have any questions about Chicago, I'll be around.
I'll go you on Twitter anyway. I'll message you on Twitter.
I'm very excited, and like I said, personally, I love your story. I love the conversations that we have been able to have. I loved your performance, and now, as I told you the first time we talked, I would have loved to have a chance to see you fight in person. And Bellator hooked it up. I don't think they did it for me though. I don't think they definitely didn't do it for me. But your story is tremendous, and it's people like you that make people fight fans. So I can't wait to see you at Bellator 297, June 16th in Chicago. Norbert, thank you so much.
Thank you.